Hey, 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 this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. Big Shiv and Big Jim. Big Jim's going to be taking this 22 Admiral Defiance 2024. Awesome boats. Big wrap rails for the front. You got the anchor pulpit. You got your, that's that pulpit. Then anchor pulpit guide, you would say. This is okay, but I like the ones that tilt down at an angle. They come out and like this, because sometimes you have to help the anchor out unless you get a heavy one. But you could stop it and reverse and hit it in reverse, and it would drop it out on you too, I suppose. But you got a spare tire. I checked the brake fluid. You got your flat flip. I like this style here, and the pin should be right in here somewhere, but I'll be damned. Wonder if he locked that in there. He did to lock the brakes out. Silly guy, that ain't where that goes. That's funny. But that acts as a pretty cool deal, actually, because if I pull that out, I should be able to pull this out, and then that goes into there. Huh, learn something new every day. Pretty cool. What's this say? Include position. Pretty good. Okay, and flat 5, the blue wire is your brake wire. This is aluminum channel. It's the way to go instead of the like tube, because the tube, notice the cross members are still galvanized. They can trap water inside. Now here he's going to have to leave the trailer like it is, because he has nowhere to adjust back, because in theory the boat should be pushed back a little bit. But what you could do is change this. You could rotate that down and raise that up, and that would push that way. But you don't want to get this up any too much higher, because this likes to hit your anchor when you have it out. Anchor drain, big wrap rails, dual wipers, trumpet horn, cleats, anchor, what you call a snout pipe to have your anchor rope drop down in it. Tandem, you got disc on all 4. Here's a vent. This is a bilge drain. Wrap around for the water to come out. Anyway, these 22s are very stable. They may be low in the front, but you get out in the ocean, get kind of rough, this thing just sits there like this. You don't get that lean over, hard lean. You don't get that front end to dive down on you or to spin out. That's what I liked on these. Sometimes I felt safer in this 22 than I did the 25 and 7 on rougher water. You got a 9.9, you got a 200. High thrust is on a remote back there. This boat also, you see right by the wheel to the right, there's a slide. You take the control boxes out of the front, you slide them through that door, put it on that, lock it. Now you can run the rear deck steering on this 200. Right now you can steer, because this is hooked up to the front and back, hydraulic steer for the kicker motor, and there's your kicker controls. Power tilt, got 11x7. And then this is a 25 Yamaha gear case with a 9.9. That's why this has got so much reverse thrust, forward thrust. That's why you got this little hole here. And you see your little finger, because what happens there, that's back pressure. You're releasing that. So it gives you more power. You got stainless prop shaft, drive shafts on both of these. 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer, special paint, internal zincs. You got freshwater flushes here. Only use these when the motor is warm, no need when they're cold. And do not start the motor if you're just using this one. Now here's your standard flush. You can use the same flusher on both motors. And this one you want to full force the water. This one here you don't want out of the P tube right here. You want it to come out, but not real hard and fast. Okay, on this one you can just crank the water. Now sometimes if you want, you can Y off. You can put, you get a Y off your your hose, and you can have one go into this and one go into this and dual the water. This one doesn't need that so much. But say you were out there and this thing wasn't peeing water. First thing you do, I carry a paper clip with me, a bigger one, and I jam up in there. Sometimes that can get plugged. Now say you did that and nothing's coming out still, you can take this cowling off, and there's a hose. You undo the hose, Then you stick it up that hose. You still don't get no water coming out of that. It should let out like a buzz out of that control box, and then it will go into a reduction gear. It does that, then you got a overheat problem. So then what you want to do is when you take this out of the water, you take this off right here, just a Phillips, looks like standard. And or if you look in there and you see like rubber inside of the screen, that means your impeller's gone. That's a good indication. Same thing over here. And this is 17 pitch right hand aluminum. It's got the integrated hydraulic steering on it. Nice, they did it right way. Okay, that's kind of cool. So they used to have, like on the 200s and 115s and so on, they had the dual. Now they got a single ram right here. So with the dual, they had these pistons coming up, so you had to grease them every once in a while, because when they went down on it, they go once in a while, creak, crowd, and then you'd have to put grease to stop it. So that would avoid that. Inspection cap, that's just to get to the lower bolt hose. This is independent from the boat. So there is a plug on this one right here for condensation. You got zinc, trim tab, the dual ping pong self-bailing rear deck. My drain plug there, fish box drain there, up underneath. And that's hooked up to a macerator switch. I'll show you that. Now, anyway, this is independent. That's that plug right there. And you can typically tap it sometime, you know, to see if there's any water in it. And you can get water in either that inspection cap, or if that was loose, or just from condensation in the wintertime. It is getting to be fall. Got the uprights, pop in cleats, poles, wrap rails. And they do make what they call, for downriggers, stanchions that go up here that you can actually bolt on, high stanchions, so you can use them. So that's an option. Pole holders, gas fill, that's where you pass your front remote back. That's a door going through here. That's for the kicker motor. Grab rails, lights can be adjusted. I think it's just a fill or a square head, and then you loosen them up and move them. Seat glaze door. Cleats here, run off here. Nice boat, ID lights. While I'm here, I might as well take this off. And they got, this is kind of a good idea, that way you don't lose it. And I'll just put this right here. Then what you can do is unsnap this, take this, drop this down. Then you got these here to grab onto. Right here. Come on in, they need to clean it up. Rocket launchers. There's your steering. You can go like this. Boom, that's where you pass that, but you got to slide that seat all the way ahead so you can pass that cable back. Then that goes in there, that control box does. Then you got for the 200 back here. Right now you got the steering for the kicker. And if you're remote, just leave the tie bar on. Okay, if that was a tiller, you can run these without a tie bar. Notice the room you got back here? That's because of the batteries are on the inside. So this here, you got all this room back here instead of it coming out to here, so you lose a foot. Now in this boat, you gain it. And then you put your foot here so you don't fall out of the boat. Wash down, fuel lines. Okay, you got automatic bilge pump. See that little turn knob right there? Say the batteries are off. You should be able to turn that, and that should work because it's wired hot to the battery. That's your pickup for your wash down. This is your valve. You have to switch it. So this, the way it's turned out, empties that one. You flick it the other way and it empties that one. Push that down. Flop her down. Come over here. Yep, you need to get the water out of there. Clean those up. See glazed door. Wash this out. This is all foam filled, so these are recoverable. You had a 27 was towed all the way from the Newport upside down, so they do float. Seats here, so this you want to slide, like I say, out this way if you want to get that back there. Cup holder where they belong. So you take this pin out here and this just slides out of here. And then you got fuel gauge, trim tabs, tachometer. I checked everything here as far as your accessories. Forward bilge, yep, that's working. Aft bilge pump's working. Fish box working. And washdown pump, yep. Spreader lights, nav lights, anchor lights, horn, wipers, works. Trim tabs work. Lights work. Highlights work. See the water coming out? That's out of that fish box, out of that one. But I'll pump the rest of that when I'm out there. So turn off the horn, turn off the nav lights, anchor lights, spreader lights, washdown's off, turn off the pump. You got a USB port, 12-volt power point to get to your anchor box. There's your this is all filled with foam up underneath here. So basically this is a good boat, low maintenance. Oh, fiberglass lined, hose are off in here, hose are off, no carpet in here. You can take them cushions out, you can throw stuff and save on your cushions. You can put like a rubber mat up in there or something so you can throw, you know, crap pots or whatever. Say you didn't want these all marred up, you can just put a mat down on that. And keep that one there, or make a board, and then you can just throw stuff. You don't have to worry about it screwing up your cushions. Storage, here's your mid bilge pump right here. Same thing, when the battery's off, you can turn that switch and it should pump, start working. If not, your auto is bad. There's your battery switch right here.